Gary chiming in. Do you think USC and UCLA will have any growing pains in the Big Ten? This is a very interesting worded question because growing pains, they are, whether some people want to admit it or whether they don't. I believe USC and UCLA are going to have to adjust their style of play a little bit. Look at the Bruins and look at the Trojans from a year ago. Look at DTR, look at Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams won the freaking Heisman. I understand that. But these were teams that could sling it, and these were teams that didn't really have great defenses. Like, look at USC. I believe their defense cost them a chance to maybe win a national championship for Lincoln Riley. Maybe get to that type of level at USC. Their defense was terrible. They couldn't tackle anything. UCLA was a team that could look at the matchup between USC and UCLA. One of the more entertaining games of the season. But man, they were just going up and down and up and down and up and down the field. If you want to go up and down against Michigan, I just don't know, against Michigan, against Penn State, against some of these teams, I just don't know if that's going to happen on a regular basis. I think you got to check yourself a little bit. So growing pains. I don't know if USC is going to have growing pains. If you look what Lincoln Riley is doing and the level he is recruiting at and the guys that he's able to bring in, transfers and mix everybody together, USC is going to be in contention, I think, for the Big Ten championship. This year is going to tell a lot whether their defense is going to be better. Can this defense compete at a Big Ten level? Look at what Michigan has had on the defensive side of the ball the last few seasons. Can USC get to that level? Nobody's doubting what USC can do on offense. Okay, the level they're recruiting at on offense. And it should be no surprise to anybody. Lincoln Riley is probably the best offensive recruiter as a head coach in college football. He is. It's the defense that USC really needs to hone in on. It's the defense, I think, that people really need to start talking about and maybe worrying about. And when you talk about growing pains for USC, it could be on defense. When I look at UCLA, I think that's a team that they're such a wild card. They're such a dark horse in all of this stuff, right? I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to get out of UCLA. This is a team that could win 8 games. This is a team that could win 9 games fairly consistently, being in LA, recruiting, all the good stuff that comes with being a member of the Big Ten Conference. And Chip Kelly, a guy that's been there and done that at Oregon before. Winning in the Pac-10 and the Big Ten, a little bit different though. But UCLA, I think, is a little bit of a wild card. They could be a 6-win team. They could be a 7-win team. They could be an 8-win team. They could be a 9-win team. I believe UCLA is kind of all over the place. And they could be all over the place. They could really dip and dive a little bit in terms of their win-loss record from year to year.